Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Well, I guess I still can't see you there, I just kind of see the camera there. But anyway, I gotta write another paper. And citations is this thing. People are always talking about, are you gonna plagiarize or you're not gonna plagiarize? And then they use this word citations, and I'm just trying to figure out what all this stuff means. So why don't you come learn with me? Maybe if we work together, then we might be able to figure this stuff out. So I made some notes on my board here about what is citations. Hey, why don't you come here? All right, thanks. So I want you to take a look at this with me. We've got these citations here, these points. So citation point number 1 says, you can only formulate, stop trying to create. So I guess all my work that I've been doing in my papers, I always thought that I had to come up with something new. But maybe that's not true. Maybe I don't have to come up with anything new. Maybe what I'm supposed to be doing is just taking what I've seen from other people or what I've seen in my life and then adding it to a paper? Could that be right? Number 2 says, listen to what others say and then form your ideas and opinions. So then it does seem to be what it's saying to do. Maybe what I should be doing is I should be forming my opinions based on what other people have said before. I mean, that's what we do anyway, right? It just depends on who we listen to. Maybe we listen to some people on TikTok or YouTube, but we're always forming our opinions from what other people say. So I need to be listening to them and then forming my opinions. Number 3 says, don't forget where your ideas come from. Okay, I guess that's fair. There's definitely some times when I will be talking to somebody, I'll say, I heard somebody say, and then I'll say what they said, and then I'll add my opinion to it. I guess if that's what I do for my paper, then I'll be on the right track. So I guess the next thing that I need to do is I need to go find some information. So I know a great place to go look for that, and that's at the library. So let's go. All right, well, here we are at the library. And what you have to remember about the library is the library represents a place to do research. You can go to a normal library when you do this work, or you can often just look it up online. There are a lot of great resources online. Your teacher could help you to find those. But here I am in my library, and I hope to use this. So I'm going to look on the shelves. Now, I have to write a paper about how rockets work. Oh, thankfully, I've got 3 books right here. It's almost like I planned it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these 3 books, and I'm going to look for different kinds of information about rockets. And I'm going to be careful to go ahead and record which book I got what information from. This is so that I'm following step number 3. Now I'm following step 2 and 3. Number 2 says, listen to what others say, right? And then form my opinions from what they say. And then step number 3 says that I need to not forget who it is. So I'm going to go ahead and record that real fast. So you can go ahead and hang out right here. I am going to do some research. All right. So that's my research done. I have been following my 3 steps here. I know that I can only formulate. I don't need to be creating. So I got my information from some pretty reliable sources. Now, obviously, that's going to matter a lot. Who are my sources? Can I trust them? So I went with some science encyclopedias, some other information like this. These are people that I think are going to be trustworthy. If I were to just get on Wikipedia, anyone, including my little brother, could have gotten online and he could have written whatever he wanted about rockets. He could have said that rockets are fueled by bananas. And if I'm not careful, then I listen to him and I let his opinion form mine. So I need to be careful about who I'm listening to. When we're writing with maybe a higher intensity of writing, we are going to want to use peer-reviewed journals because these are things that people have already looked at, the journals people have already studied to see, is this stuff real, is this good research, and they will go ahead and clarify that for us so we don't have to do all of the work of making sure that the research that was done well. So that's it. Here I'll give you a quick look. My handwriting's not the best, I know, but this is what I've come up with. I said a rocket carries fuel that propels it. Rockets work similar to a balloon and most of the rocket is the fuel. So those are just some 3 points that I'm gonna put in my paper about rockets, and now I have all the information. I also wrote down the author, if I could find one, the publisher information, the ISBN number is really helpful, because if maybe one of the ways that I need to write it down has something that I didn't remember to write down, then having the ISBN number is gonna help me a lot, because I'm gonna be able to look that up. Well, let's go ahead and head back to the classroom and wrap this stuff up. Okay, welcome back to the classroom. What we're gonna do now is we are going to wrap this up very quickly. And that was with point number 4. And it says, finally, specifically tell everyone where your ideas came from. And this is citation. So whether it's MLA, APA, I need to make sure that everybody knows where I got my information from. So really, citation's not that bad, not that hard. I think you can get it. Let's do this together. You're doing a great job.